What is up, my friends? The games keep coming thick and fast, and you are very welcome along to this Wolves preview here on Anfield Agenda. You know the drill by now. I'm going to take you through the 11 players that I'd like to see Jurgen Klopp choose to take the pitch at Anfield on Wednesday night. We will, of course, be doing a watch along of the game over the Anfield Agenda Twitch channel. The link for that is in the description of this video. Now, as far as I'm aware, the game isn't on TV in the UK or Ireland, so we're going to have to get creative to watch this one if you want to come along and join us. And of course, all of our match day content, build-ups, match reactions are being brought to you with thanks to our good friends at Circl. The football sweepstakes game where the winner really is decided by events that happen live on the pitch, and every moment counts. If you would like to join us for future circles, what do you need to know? Well, one, you need to be a UK resident, age 18 plus, to play along with us. It is a gambling product, so of course begambleaware.org is there for all of your responsible gambling tools. But most importantly, what you need to know is scan the QR code in the top right hand corner of this video, or click the link in the description of the video. Use the referral code anfieldagenda, all one word. That way, when you sign up, deposit and place your first £5 in bets, Circl will match that with £5 in free bets for you to use at your discretion. So look, enough of the plugs, time to get into the good stuff, and I have made some changes, my friends. Lopetegui could be without some players himself. Kuna looks like he's a doubt for the game after going off what I think was an ankle injury. So we have a difficult game on our hands. I always find Wolves a very, very technically good side that put a shift in for the manager regardless of who it is, and they should be probably further up the table than their squad is right now. I mean, the quality of their squad, I should say, is a little bit better than their league position. So for me, I'm not expecting an easy game, but I do want a Liverpool win. So with that in mind, score prediction time. I've gone 2-0 to Liverpool. And again, I have rung the changes in my 11. And I'm going to explain why as I go through. Now, everybody has different thresholds for how they react to things. As an example, I'm fairly emotionally reactive, as I'm sure you're aware. When I sit down and calmly go back through things, things change a little bit. I do rub some people up the wrong way with my match reactions and stuff, but that is who I am. I'm an emotional fella and I cannot apologise for it. It is who I am. I do receive the occasional email being critical, telling me it isn't the way Liverpool fans act and whatnot, but ultimately, to me, this is how I am emotionally invested in the game. It means a lot to me, and when the players aren't performing, and they aren't performing on a consistent basis, I can't hold my tongue. I can't bite my tongue. I have to come out and say how I feel. So if you're one of those people that is offended by my reactions, I guess probably best to watch somewhere else, because I am who I am and I'm too old and too stubborn to change at this point. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the goalkeeper situation and the centre backs. Now, have I made any changes here? Well, just one. Bringing Ibu back in to play alongside Virgil van Dijk, and of course Alisson Becker will be the man between the sticks. No doubts there, no arguments there. Alisson did make a mistake against Real Madrid, but he has more than enough credit in the bank for me. And look, he is an amazing goalkeeper. Having Ibu back in the squad is great, and having him alongside Virgil van Dijk is even better. So no changes really there. You probably expected Ibrahim Konate to come back in. I'm sure he'd be in your own midfields. So now we move on to the fullbacks, and to say I've rang the changes here is an understatement. I've changed both of them. I am very, 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 very worried about Trent Alexander-Arnold's form, about his demeanour, about the excuses that are being made for him, saying he's not getting adequate cover. He is. He's had Jordan Henderson there, the same player that was covering him in previous seasons. Trent's form is just not good, and I don't want to be on here saying that. Of course I don't. I want to be lauding Trent for his attacking abilities and hopefully pinning teams in so we don't have to do much defending. But as of right now, we're struggling, and I think we need to get back to basics. And as much as I don't really want to have James Milner at right back, I feel like he's a more solid right back at this time than Trent, which is nuts, I know, but that's how I feel right now. So I would put James Milner at right back, and the change I'd make at left back isn't so much me moaning about Andy Robertson. I just think he's a little bit up and down. I think he could do with a rest. And I think, again, Costas gives us a little something going forward on the other side. So maybe we could provide some cover there with Van Dijk and elsewhere and allow him to be a bit more attacking. One trait I'm sure you've noticed from Robbo recently has been this cutting inside, and it just slows down a lot of stuff. And I just prefer to see Costas have a go in this game, particularly because it's a home game. So again, nothing major against Andy Robertson. Just think it's time for a shake-up there. Now we move into midfield. And this is the area of the pitch where every single Liverpool fan are pulling their hair out right now. Well, obviously everyone but me. I can't be pulling my hair out, but I get the tweezers out and get the nostril hairs. Maybe that'll do. So what have I gone for in midfield? Well, I've gone for a 4-2-1-3 in my formation. So this is what my midfield looks like. Stefan Bajcetic and Fabinho in the two holding positions, or as the tandem midfielders there sitting in front of the back four. And I know Jurgen Klopp will most likely go with a 4-3-3. But I'm fed up of a 4-3-3 because a 4-3-3 just isn't working. A 4-3-3 is not a system that is doing us any favours, in my opinion. So with this, again, would like to go with more attacking threat. So I would have Bajcetic and Fabinho shielding the back four, with Bobby Firmino in the hole behind, linking up midfield and attack. Again, it seems fairly straightforward. It is. There's no need to overcomplicate things. So that's my midfield. Now moving into attack. Again, I have made a change here. So let's start off with the wide positions. Darwin Núñez on the left-hand side, Mohamed Salah on the right-hand side. Very disappointed that we didn't have Darwin available for the game against Crystal Palace. Obviously, the report suggests he was still feeling a shoulder injury. He had a painkilling injection before the Real Madrid game, which looks like it's done more damage than good. But hopefully, he's going to be back available because we need him. He was showing great form, great signs of really maturing into this Liverpool team. So Darwin on the left for me, Mohamed Salah on the right. And yes, I am continuing to persist with Mohamed Salah because ultimately I think he's going to come good. I do. I feel like, yes, his form has dipped. Yes, those players around him aren't doing the same. But ultimately, he is still one of the best in the world. And this is a blip of form for me and nothing else. So I would like to see Mohamed Salah on the right. I was very happy to see his agent, Rami Abbas, or at least his legal representative, kind of quash the rumours today that were doing the rounds. There was a post put out there from a couple of Twitter accounts there professing to be Liverpool supporter accounts who are saying that Mohamed Salah is willing to walk if Liverpool don't get Champions League football, and his agent, or as I said, his legal representative, Rami Abbas, came out and said, absolute nonsense, we haven't even thought about not making Champions League. So there you go, hopefully that'll put that one to bed. And then through the centre, have I gone with Cody Gakpo? Well, no, I haven't. I've gone for Diogo Jota, and this is no knock of Cody whatsoever. I just think he could do with a breather right now. Obviously, Cody Gakpo has played a lot since he's come to the club, and he hasn't really had a chance to just catch breath and settle. And I'd like to see what Diogo can do ahead of the game coming up against Manchester United as well. I think Diogo Jota is an incredibly intelligent football player in his movement and has a great knack of just getting on the end of crosses somehow and scoring. So, again, not me knocking Cody Gakpo in any way, shape or form. I've been very pleasantly surprised with how Cody Gakpo has started to evolve over the last few weeks, but I would give him a bit of a rest. So just to reiterate, Alisson in goal for me, Milner at right back, Costas at left back with Ibrahima Kanate and Virgil van Dijk in the centre back positions. Then I'd have a two shielding in front of them with Stefan Bajcetic and Fabinho, with Bobby Firmino in the hole behind a front three of Darwin Núñez, Diogo Jota and Mohamed Salah. That is it from me. It is over to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the game, your score predictions and your own preferred starting 11s. Thank you so much for your time as always, and I will catch up with you real soon. Take care. Bye bye.